What is up, guys? Cedar B here, coming at you with another war recap for MLCW Grand Warden League. This is was the Week 4 matchup that we had against OneHive Alpha, as you can see from the title and right here. We did come across with a defeat. Was a good war. They just ended up holding us down a bit there and being able to pull off a few more attacks where they needed it. So we'll go right into the stats. We have 85 to 86, 96.33% total destruction on our end, and 97.13% on their end. So going forward with that, Town Hall 11s across the board came out with a 0%. We had 2 attacks towards Town Hall 11. They had 3. Out of those 5, no 3-stars were able to get used. And that did end up playing a factor down at the end of the war when we had our last Town Hall 11 attack. It came down to percentage. We did have a Town Hall 10 right here that was still left standing, but unfortunately with the percentage we needed and how much percentage was left on that base, we needed to try and 3-star Town Hall 11. Because of that, ended up costing us the war. So good job over there at OneHive Alpha. Good job to ClashUnited, obviously, as well. Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10. We had a 3 for 16, 19% hit rate on that. They had a 31% hit rate, 5 for 16. So getting a couple of more 3-stars ended up helping them as well. 9v9 across the board. It was exactly the same, 62% and 16 for 26. So good job to the Town Hall 9s, pretty decent hit rate all the way across. And 11v10, same hit rate across the board as well, 100%, 6 for 6 on our end, 5 for 5 for them. And as far as our hitting up, Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11, we had 100% hit rate. They did as well, 4 for 4 on each end, so very, very similar. And also with our Town Hall 9s versus Town Hall 10s, we had a 4 for 6 hit rate. They did as well, so both of us getting a 67% hit rate. So overall, as you can see, this was an extremely close war. Those couple of extra Town Hall 10 3-stars, ended up giving them the benefit, soaking up another one of our Town Hall 11 attacks. So we didn't have another chance at getting another 3-star on our Town Hall 11. So overall, guys, it was a really good war, really close, as you can see. So let's get into the 6-pack shoutouts. Alexander, Damon, Jeffrey, myself, Kicker, Licks, and Tony Montana. So good job, guys. Keep that up. And we'll get right into the Town Hall 9 attacks. First, we're going to start off with Messiah using an Archer Queen Walk Hog attack on 27. And this was just very nicely executed, very good read for the base. He's going to come in from 3 o'clock, going to want to try and get her into that channel that you see there in front of the air defenses working towards that king. So he's going to bring a funnel up towards the, what would that be, 5 o'clock side, right where that army camp is pretty much, just to try and help cut her into the base. Drops a wizard right there, start getting a funnel, drops another one, kind of speed that up, and she's going to step up to the archer tower and the air defense and be able to start working on those. Wizards have done a good job getting the funnel cut, just that last standing elixir storage, but she does end up going around the wall. Brings in his Kiwi at 5 o'clock like we talked about. That's going to help wrap him towards the queen at 6 o'clock, and he'll be able to have his queen cut into the base. He didn't bring any wall breakers for this. I think he anticipated or wanted her to keep walking around the base, but the funnel ended up being pretty good with the king, so she is end up going to go forward and getting through the wall towards the expo once his clan castle is dealt with, as well as the enemy archer queen. So she goes down right there, and now he just has to let her work through. King is down, and at this point he's pretty safe to drop his hogs where he needs them, but he's going to hang on a little bit longer with them, make sure his queen is in good standing, wants to try and keep her up for the rest of the raid, I'm sure. So we'll go ahead and let them beat through that, and I'll take a sip of some coffee here. So Air Sweeper goes down, Expo is about to go down here, did end up dropping that last rage, and now he has 2 heal spells for the rest of his hogs. And by the layout of the base, we can kind of assume he's probably going to drop one here right at the Wizard Tower and save one for the next Wizard Tower closer towards that Expo at 9 o'clock. And he does just that, gets through that first section, comes in pretty much with a 2-finger drop, I think it was, getting all those hogs worked in there nice and quickly. Expo is about to go down. Last heal spell is going to be dropped here when he works on his way over towards those Teslas. So getting through that Wizard Tower at 9 o'clock pretty easily. He was able to save that heal spell a little longer and help those hogs be healthy for the rest of this cleanup. And with these 2 Teslas going down, that's going to be GG. So has 1 Goblin in his army camp still. Did have a Troll Tesla up there at 12 o'clock. So we'll have to let them work through the rest of this, get down the builder hut, and that's it. So good job, Messiah. Alrighty. Now we'll move on to Bradley, and he's taking on 23. And the way he enters this base, just very good, keeps it pretty simple. This was a fresh hit, and he did drop his golems at 9 and 3 and did get 2 Troll Teslas, so that was nice to get those out of the way nice and early. The golems are still going to go right where he wants them. Golem is posting up at 6 o'clock on that Archer Tower and on that Mortar Tower, or Mortar, at 9 o'clock. He has 1 golem left in his army composition, drops it on that mortar, and as you can see, he's going to start working his rest of his kill squad through the base. Funnel gets cut a little bit better with the wizards at 9 o'clock, goes ahead and drops his bowlers, and those wizards down at 6 o'clock did a good job cutting the funnel, taking out, I believe, the Archer Tower that was in that compartment at 6. Now he has all 3 golems working in towards the core of the base. Bowlers are pretty much at full health, as a couple of them that are a little bit low, but drops the second jump spell, rage spell goes down, helping accelerate him through the core, and that hound being in there, the queen's going to get locked onto that, but not a big deal. Drops the heal spell for the kill squad, king, golems, and bowlers working up, and you'll see this very nice, just surgical deployment, or Asian wall kind of deployment, where the hogs are coming in, moving up towards 3 o'clock at this point. Basically, just using a maxed attack that he did in this sense. If you don't know what a maxed attack is, that's using all of your spells for your kill squad. So coming in with back-end defensive targeting troops, such as hogs, loons, they're going to be generally unsupported without any spells, so picking when and where to drop them, where the most value is. He did a good job, sending them in pretty much in an Asian wall style, but he did surgically deploy them to target each of the point defenses, hopefully, and getting out that full side. As you can see, they did take a little bit of damage. There was a wizard tower around there, but those hogs made it through the rest of the base, and did a good job in employing that value into that side. So good job, Bradley. We'll go ahead and move up to an attack that I did. And this attack, the base was a little funky, and the way I kind of looked at it, it was a cleanup attack, but I just really like the way this ended up working out for the base. Previous attack was a Grundy, and the queen ended up pulling the hound in the CC, and working through there being a fresh attack. So taking a look at a little adjustment that could be made, I decided to come in on the south side of this base. Golem, pretty much just kind of sacrificial, taking out just the funnel for that. And as you can see, I did get rerouted by the builder hut, but jump spell goes down. I dropped all 8 Valkyries. I think I brought her 10. Hound is coming out, and as you'll notice, I did not drop the queen. Excuse me, guys. I did not drop the queen. I'm saving her for up here at 3 o'clock because there is Tesla farms up at 2:30 and 9:30. And the goal here was to get the kill squad fully into the base, have the hound lock onto them, try and keep that hound up for the entire raid. There's nothing obviously that can target it. All spells have been dropped on my kill squad, and just like Bradley's last attack, we're coming in with the maxed attack, so the back-end defensive targeting troops are unsupported. So the queen went down just to kind of help cut that funnel at 3 o'clock, get those couple of hogs in there, take out those Teslas. Same thing goes for this 9 o'clock side, and you know, that was really just a big hog trap. So I knew if I could get you know, the Gova Boho portion, or Golem Valk bowler portion into the core of the base and utilize the natural funnel down here at 6 o'clock. As long as I invested my value to get the remaining Teslas on the outside of the base, I should be in pretty good shape, and that's ended up being what happened here. Unfortunately, I did miss my Archer Queen ability by just a smidge with that giant bomb popping. Unfortunate there, but there are definitely enough troops to get up through the rest of the raid. And as you can see, that Lava Hound I don't think took a lick of damage the entire time. So gotta let the rest of this work through, but I really like this attack. You know, wasn't a Falcon, wasn't Blue Veeler, but definitely go Vaho with bowlers. Kind of just bowlers, Valks are kind of a good meta right now, so thought I'd like to display this one for Town Hall 9. So we'll go ahead and move up to an actual Falcon, go into our Town Hall 10s. This is Nick L. Seeing him crush bases again and again with this Falcon attack. For this attack, I think, where did he come in on this? I think he's going to come in, yep, from the 3, about 4:30, have his queen work down south a little bit, and then he'll have his healers, Valks, King, couple of bowlers start working through the core of the base. 3 rages, 2 heal spells. Healers are now dropped on the Archer Queen. Let her work down a little bit, save those healers, make sure they stay out of range with that air defense, and where he did deploy his queen, she did step right up to the air defense, so doesn't have to take any damage on his healers, so good job getting the funnel cut there. And Valkyries are coming in at this point. Bowlers follow behind. Bowler CC comes out as well, and they're just going to have to start beating through the rest of this base. Does get a few of them to wrap, but he's going to get enough into the base to take out that Queen, Inferno, get the clan castle down, and just has 10 hogs like we've talked about previously. I might just call this you know, surgical hogs or something for the video, because you know, it's pretty much what we've been seeing. Max attack coming in with the back end hogs unsupported, so might be the new meta coming in with that. But go ho, go boho, it's all just as strong. So starts deploying the first of his hogs, brings them in, deploys the rest of them, or deploys the first set on that Tesla, help cut that funnel a little bit. Last hogs take out the mortar, so they all stay inside. Has to deal with the Inferno Tower and the Bomb Tower, so hogs aren't going to be making it through that section, but look at what is up in the rest of this core. Has about, I think he might have all 4 healers up still. I think probably has 90% of his decent amount of bowlers left up, and that's just going to be a wrap. So beautiful attack, well executed, good job Nickel. So we'll go ahead and move on up here to the last attack that we have. It's going to be Jeffrey. Get through that cleanup. All right, where was he at? He's at number 12. He's using Archer Queen Walk, Go Vaho. I really like to see this, and you know, he's bringing in 3 healers, not coming in with a full Queen Walks, investing some troop space elsewhere, and using what's just needed. You know, he's not running into a lot. He has an Archer Tower and a Wizard on her right now. Not going to need to invest any spells in getting her where he wants her to. So she cuts the funnel at 12, and this is kind of like an Archer Queen Walk Go Boho, just using Valkyries instead. So Golem portion goes down at 9 o'clock, cuts that funnel. Jump spell goes down, and just has, I think it's 5 Valkyries in there, just kind of as a support, make sure that the clan castle and the queen go down, and under that rage spell they're going to be able to take that out very, very quickly. So Archer Queen is still up. Did end up having to pop the ability on her, but that's okay. Pretty much just getting in there to get the job done, get the value they need. Queen, CC, what was that, 2 expos I think, and the multi-inferno multi-target Inferno Tower, and those healers are still up. King is still up. Queen is still up. No abilities on them, but bringing in those backside hogs where they're at are going to help keep those defenses locked on to the king in this scenario. Those healers are helping keep them up. Queen just goes down right there, but you know, giving them some initial tanking, not having to take all the damage at once, was able to save that heal spell a little bit longer, and does have one healer that jumps on those hogs, so that's big right there, keeping it up, and has one more heal spell, one more hog in the bag, and going to drop this poison on that king. That king is going to help, or that poison is obviously going to help keep him slowed down, keep his damage down, take out those skeleton spells, and once they get down to this last mortar, that's going to be GG. So well done, Jeffrey, good job on that, bud, and you know, good job again to OneHive Alpha. You know, this was a fun war. It's, you know, never fun to get a loss, but always having these, you know, very close wars, like as we saw obviously with the stats. I mean, pretty much across the board it was pretty much even, a couple attacks here and there that ended up causing the difference, but always have fun with these high level wars, and always look forward to the next one. But with that being said, until next time guys, try new things, and Cedarby out.